Its main format, because it's made out of format, it's the emergency room. The emergency room is ultra contemporary. Every day the exhibition change. Here it's 12:30. We are at MoMA PS1, and then every day come a new ultra contemporary exhibition about the now, about today. The exhibition comment on politics today. In the emergency room, the ultra contemporary is political, but the ultra contemporary doesn't have to be always political. There is other case. But here we have the emergency room from 2007. Here you can see a drawings. It's made out of a first room, the emergency room, and the second room is the delay museum. The delay museum when the art become later, become in delay. It's one day later. So it started in 1988, 35 years ago. It was called This is a Moving Exhibition. The exhibition is alive. This is why the exhibition is changing every day, pulsing, breathing. This is why Ultra Contemporary is a very fresh exhibition every day. The manifest is as this five description here. There is five types and a main definition. The manifest is from 1989 and already describes the idea of tackling the now, of being alive. You can see in 88, for example, I was doing ultra contemporary exhibition, crashing art center, or here it's in the metro, making a new exhibition like every day connect to that day. It could be like, for example, this was a FIAC in Paris, where I will do a sound work also, and then I will do a fresh expression every day of the ultra contemporary. Now we are back in the MoMA PS1 2007, the emergency room. You can see there is a clock here. In New York, 40 or 50 artists about could come every day and refresh what they think about the now. This is one of the drawing. You can see the Delay Museum in the back and the emergency room in the front. The manifest of the emergency room was published in 2003 and was a proposition for museum to be in time. So that's different witness reporting. Even so, the ultra contemporary it's about now. It's not always about the news. It's not always to follow the news we see. The news can be made by the artist himself, watching the surrounding. Here it's some artists they will get in at 12:30 and their artwork ready to exhibit ultra contemporary artworks. Here, for example, in Paris in 2009, Yvan Argot was very young and was exhibiting ultra contemporary work in the emergency room. Here we are in South Africa. It was an ultra contemporary format, the Galerie Ultra Contemporaine, which was in 2017. Every time there is an ultra contemporary work in the emergency room, the artwork is debated with the public. Here we are in Vietnam, the artists debate with the public. In MoMA PS1 also, we were doing a critical run or awareness muscle yoga session. Here is one part of the ultra contemporary emergency room. The critical one is also ultra contemporary, and the debate are about what is important today. So instead of exhibiting the art in a room, it is a critical run where people debate. Here, for example, we are debating the terror attack of the Bataclan just a few hours after it's happened. We're in New York, and we debate about how the news are reporting about it, etc. So when something is important, beside artwork in the room, critical run are organized, a debate is done, it's film, and then the film become film installation, like the one in Munich, in München, in Villa Stuck. More critical run, sometimes it's 7. So with the police, they are made of ultra contemporary format. There is about 20 ultra contemporary format since the beginning. The slow dance debate is also an ultra contemporary format. Here is it in Iceland for Biennale. Here we discuss the now. It can be also part of the Biennalist. Here we are in the Venice Biennale. Biennalist is also an ultra contemporary format because it includes a critic of biennales and also attach what is going on during the same day. So it's ultra contemporary. Another ultra contemporary format is a headquarter. Here we are during COP15 2009 in Copenhagen. The Yes Man produced a project for the headquarter about what was debate the same day at the main discussion table, where this headquarter that will debate from artists and activists what happened the same day, exhibited the same day. Now is now will be one of the most famous slogans from Ultra Contemporary. Here we are in Rio de Janeiro. You can see it's about 10 years ago. Contemporary is the end of contemporary. Now we are working ultra contemporary. So that was one of the, let's say, conceptual frame. Then came the beginning of the Copenhagen Ultra Contemporary Biennale to happen in Copenhagen with a concept of changing every day. So this is some report about it. And ultra contemporary is the art of the now. Here we are in South Africa 8 years ago, and the now change every time I write it. The now, you cannot catch the now. The now, even so you try, is moving on. And the exhibition this way in Gallery Ultra Contemporary is also following the development of the same day. Is art flexible? In order to work and exhibit the ultra contemporary, you can make it the same day, but if you want to exhibit it in art institution, you need to have access. So for example, here we are in Venice, I try to get an access about the now, and then I ask the question about the flexibility of art. This is from this year Venice Biennale asking which countries profit the most of weapon sale. That was the question to ask that day, because we are in May, in the middle of the Ukraine war, the Russian pavilion is closed. So the question is working on a pertinence of the now. And it's the opening of the Nordic pavilion, so you can see all the flag in the background. This is, for example, from Castle. So the tent can be used in case of no institutional space. The tent can be used to ask a certain question in the now. Now is now. Here you have an example of 8 years ago. It's Galerie Ultracontemporaine in Copenhagen. The exhibition changed every day to the now. And at that time, we are in September. There is date, you can see. There is the highway in the States are underwater. So this exhibition asks the question, the end of the highway, as we know them. The highway are not highway for cars anymore, but they become rivers where people try to escape, even on boats. The water are under the stream. And then this connect with what happens that day. So you can see the exhibition in the art fair. It's Galerie Ultracontemporaine, pulsing the now, and at the same time the water creates some gas explosion. So the question was the water and gas, what does it create that day? We find beauty in the world we destroy. You can see the date, and the date is always here. So this is the 28th of August 2017. This is happening the same day. It's exhibiting in the gallery. One more. The end of the highway as we know them. Later on, the exhibition become a too late exhibition. So the global warning from 2017, 2 years ago, enter the too late. The ultra contemporary enters the too late, and the shower is called to bury dead bodies, because we are not anymore in advance, we are in the too late. This is interesting because for me, some years later, now this is an ultra contemporary work from some days ago, the 7th of November 2022, to open the COP27 in Egypt. The speaker of the UN say we are on a highway to climate hell. So actually, this is the expression from this expression I had some years ago. The metaphor. So it comes 7 years later. The ultra contemporary always come, not always, but very often. What is said in the ultra contemporary has a tendency to become mainstream a little later. Ultra contemporary produce artworks that were done in time, so now you've seen the choreography of it, but it's a lot of production of artwork every day, and ultra contemporary is publishing those artworks the same day or in the gallery or newsletter. Thank you.